let's do this. This is looking a lot better than I thought it would be, especially since all they've got is the Crown lands and the Reach, pretty much. The rest of the land is joining me. Oh, and Greyjoy. What's Greyjoy doing? Greyjoy is just chill. Okay. Greyjoy's not involved, the Arryns aren't involved, everybody else is gunning to remove the Baratheons, who are my nephews, apparently. Raise the banners! Raise the banners! Rally the troops at Castle Rock. Yes, allies join the war. Allies join the war. I will stay in command. I'm gonna swap my wife to be helping me with chivalry rather than the other stuff, because that gives me a boost to my stiff. We are an exceptionally amazing fighter, so we should be able to take the fight to the enemy. And I'm going to march straight on King's Landing. We got this. We got this. I'm pretty confident about this. We can do this. I'm pretty confident. It actually almost looks exceptionally one-sided. Take the city, lads! This is where the Baratheons fire explode the capital or something. I really hope they can't do that. I really hope they can't do that. Yep, the Tullys have come down. The Baratheons are over here in the south right now. They can't really do anything, though. Like, they're crossing, yes, but where is that guy going? He's gonna go get himself killed, is what he's doing. I feel like I'd go kill these giant army of Baratheons. Because that, yeah, they're going after the Martells right now. Alright, fine, we'll go hunt these down. Go on, lads. On me, boys. Yes, we must rush to the aid of the Dornish. Follow the train! Follow the train of rebellious lords! Yes! And the Starks are arriving. Oh, they're so badly screwed. They are so badly screwed. That's just painful. 127k men. I think they just captured the Martells, actually. 148,000. They just keep throwing troops at us. On me, boys. I found more of them. Excellent work, lads. Let's have a look at the battle. The first battle was that tiny little battle that we had. This was that big one against all of them. The slaughter at Hammerhall. I think that's where the... I think Hammerhall's where the Field of Fire took place, actually. Knights. Knights actually lagged for a second there, because I had 243 knights. Are any of them my lads? Oh, Lord of Hearthome died. Lord Corbury died. The Lord of Riverspring died. Well, I'm gonna probably... I don't know, do we continue hunting down these forces that are running, or do we return back to the capital now? Because I'm pretty sure that's basically the bulk of the Baratheon forces dealt with. I'm knighting... Did I just knight Howland Reed? Let's go hunt down and defeat them one last time. Because they've still got like 5,000 troops over here. The Dark Cave. Such bravery is... Yes, excellent. We'll beat these dudes up one last time. I like how he's been fighting this the entire time. Like, holy hell, they are vastly outnumbered. Oh, well, back to the Red Keep, boys. I can now leave the AI to largely deal with the rest of the stragglers. We will lay siege to the capital. The Lord Florin escaped. We'll lay siege to the capital. A bunch of the Tullys and my own men are with me. The rest of the rebellion will hang around here. Yeah, this is incredibly one-sided, actually. We will now just spend literally forever laying siege to the capital. I want to take the Red Keep. We're not ending this till I take the Red Keep. I don't care if we're over. We have some of his brothers imprisoned. Alright, ended. At long last, we have achieved victory in the face of those who sought to rebel against me and disrupt my rightful rule. There wasn't really a rebellion, we were the ones rebelling. Bring them before me. Actually, some of my lords did turn against me. They will suffer greatly for this. Yeah, I think these are the lads that betrayed me, right? Honestly, as tempted as I am to wipe them all out, keeping in style with things, Baelor is not a bad man. This whole time, yes, he has been supporting the Targaryens, and yes, he overthrew the Lannisters, but he did so because the Lannisters were tyrants, and they butchered his family. He was restoring House Reyne to greatness, and avenging the deaths of the Rains of Castamere, and all that nonsense. Kicking the Lannisters out was an act of justice, lads. It was just, it was honourable, it was the right thing to do. The Lannisters were tyrants and just terrible people. Restoring the Targaryens is just. That was the plan all along. It was his father's plan, and it was his father's fathers and his grandfathers and all that. So, reinstalling the Targaryens isn't a bad thing. So, honestly, I'm thinking, I'll let you go. Yeah, her father died in the battle, I'm pretty sure. Her father died in the war. So I don't think she really had much to do with any of it. So I'll let you go. Yeah, mine will be done. Taking that. If anyone refuses, I will destroy them. Defiance. How dare they on me, Lord Paramount. Yeah, I will destroy them. I don't think anyone's going to be stupid enough to rally against me in this. Honestly. Just the Oakwoods, apparently. How do they have 10,000 men? Makes no sense how they have 10,000 men. I think my game just crashed. Maybe? Yep, there it is. Okay, lads. Let's try this again, shall we? Destroy them! These lads are basically the only ones that rebelled. And the Targaryens are reinstalled. Well, lads, my granddaughter is officially a badass. And also the Lady of Dragonstone now, actually. Yeah, she's skilled fighter, holy ward, skilled tactician. She's actually really good. And betrothed matrimony, I believe, to the Longwaters boy. So they'll be Targaryens. The Longwaters are a illegitimate branch of House Valyrian. They're also half Targaryen, I believe, or something. For the female line, or something. Who controls Dragonstone? Oh, the kid. Longwaters. Okay, Longwaters and the Valyrians must be whacked or something. Queen has had a daughter, Daenerys. It looks like the Valyrian features have been lost from Targaryen, like, descent now, pretty much. The Storehearts have been left in charge of the Stormlands by the looks of it. Since they did actually join us in the war. The Martells are happy. The Ullers have not been punished by the looks of it, despite the fact that they did fight against us. Half the Reach didn't, though. What the hell happened to the Iron Throne? What the hell happened to the Iron Throne, game? The Iron Throne is gone. The Baratheons blew it up, you sons of... Okay, so after the war, I weirdly got to bend the knee but pick what kind of vassal contract I have. So I started with low. And I can use my weak hook because I won the war for her to basically make it so I have no vassal contributions whatsoever. Which is a thing that I can apparently do. I'm pretty much just getting away with being almost independent of the Iron Throne. I barely pay any taxes at all, and I'm required to give no levies to the crown. Honestly, we put them back on the Iron Throne, we did the Targaryen restoration, and the Targaryen's reward for me is basically that I don't have to pay taxes, and I don't have to give him troops, or her troops. I'm basically in an independent state, almost. I'm a city-state, we're in Westeros at this point. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, I think. And Her Grace is pregnant, so soon there will be... I don't know why she's called Storm Queen. Exactly. He technically has the Kingdom of the Stormlands title and the Kingdom of the Mountain of the Vale for some reason. And the Iron Islands have declared themselves independent, despite the fact that I didn't get a pop-up and they didn't go to war. They just suddenly were independent. Nowhere else has done that. Lord Paramount Benjen, the Vale's fine, the River Lords are fine, Reach is fine. Stormlands are still the Storeheart guys. It makes sense that she'd keep them around because they did fight for us. And Dawn is obviously Dawn. It's Lord Paramount Dawn now, rather than the Prince of Dawn, which is also strange. But for now, at least, we're good. We're pretty good. We're pretty decent. And the Targaryen restoration has come to an end. That is it, lads. With that note, we will obviously continue, but the reign's ultimate goal of restoring the Targaryens to their rightful place has been achieved, all within the reign of the same dude that ousted the Lannisters. Baelor is incredibly... He is the Chad Lion. The Chad in the West, if you will. Yeah, he's pretty good. He is pretty damn good. At the age of 63, he is definitely going to go down in history as basically the most badass man alive. Did I introduce you to my son's wife, by the way? Do you like her dress? I do. Yes, yes, keep coming to Castle Rock to pay your homage. Bend the knee, peasants, bend the knee. You speaketh to the great lion. What business have you? What business have you with the great lion? My new hunting dog. Hunting tools is like +5 prestige. Prowess, I mean, so we'll go with that. 52 prowess, ladies and gentlemen. 52 damn prowess. Ah, we will never see Baelor's like again, lads. We will never see his like again. Terrible news, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Paramount Baelor of the Westerland's spirit has flown to the seven heavens at the age of 65. Dying of old age, known to be an exceptional strategist, he spent many of his days examining fields and drilling his troops. How many wars did we win? 8. 5 offensive, paragon of virtue, exalted among men, cultural head, he died of old age. The Silver Lion, the great Chad of the West, lads, is passed into the legends. And we now play as Lord Paramount Rickard, who is coughing up blood and may die. The Queen has died in childbirth, which means that my uncle, Rhae, is the heir to the Iron Throne? Question mark? House Reyne might inherit at this stage? Potentially? There's 2 living members of House Targaryen left. The other one is my niece on Dragonstone. But my uncle is... Okay, game. Hopefully Rickard doesn't die of whatever the hell it is he's got. Because it'd be bad. It'd be real bad. I am the 3rd in line to inherit the Iron Throne, by the way. That's a thing. I am 3rd in line to inherit the Iron Throne. How does that even work? I'm 2nd in line, actually, to inherit the Iron Throne. It's my uncle and then me. So if something mysterious were to happen to my uncle... Wait a minute, what's... I don't think... Yeah... He's just and generous and diligent. There's no way Rickard would try to murk his own relatives just to get into, like, the heir of the throne. Rickard fought alongside his father, actually. So, I keep saying Rickard. It's Richard. Richard fought alongside his father and everyone else, so it's... Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, lads. We'll see what happens. We now have a child king, so you never know how that's gonna go badly, potentially. We will see, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not Richard dies of his disease, and whether or not the reign of the young queen, the Storm Queen, for some reason, is going to go well or not. We'll see. A realm of war. My niece is attacking my cousin, so... Although, honestly, she'd be the better queen. What are you gonna do? She would be the better queen. It's a 5-year-old in charge. But, I don't want to go to war with either of them. So, honestly, I think, especially since the fact that Richard is currently coughing up a lung, I don't think we go to war with either of them, and we just kind of declare neutrality and don't get involved. Because they're both my nieces and my blood relatives. I don't want to get involved. I'll stay neutral. I think the vast majority of the realm seems to not be getting involved in this. Other than the Riverlands, apparently. Yeah, well, we're not getting involved. Well, I mean, we're blood related to both of them. I don't feel it's right to get involved. I don't think Richard would. Well, we all continue to play tourney while the realm burns. I'm actually winning these tournaments. It's a shame that the buffs don't stack, and there seems to be no real big bonus for me to winning a load of them. Because Baelor won a load of tourneys and never really got anything for it. It was basically a waste of time. Some gold and some prestige, but that's about it. Okay, lads. We've beat it. I thought he wouldn't make it. Honestly, I thought he wouldn't make it, and we'd be playing as, Ed. At some point, but, apparently not. Nope. He'll now be back to his hot wife. Excellent. The current queen on the Iron Throne now, though, is Queen Rhae, ruling with... Honestly, she's a better queen. She is just a better queen than, you know, the 6-year-old that was on the throne. I'm just going to tourneys, seeing if I can win any, getting a bunch of gold and stuff. Not that I need gold, I'm making loads. I'm actually making, like, ridiculous amounts of gold now, and I'm just dumping them into buildings, pretty much. Hopefully Queen Rhae's rule is a little bit more solid than last time. We seem to have a really bad luck with women dying in childbirth. But yeah, the Rains don't particularly care about Queen Rhae being in charge. I have married the previous queen, or betrothed to my heir, so Edward will marry his cousin, or his second cousin, or whatever the hell, which is fine by Westeros standards. Even non-Valyrian standards, that's normal, pretty much. But yeah, all is well with the world. We have alliances with the Riverlands, we have alliances with Stark, we have alliances with the Reach, and I have an alliance with Dawn. Stark, I had to cancel my betrothal with Edward in favor of the Targaryen girl, but I have married Ed's sister, or betrothed Ed's sister, to the heir to the north. So she'll marry the Stark in Winterfell, and I betrothed my youngest daughter to the future Lord of the Reach. So we're pretty secured. I'm just kind of waiting for the Queen to attack the Iron Isles, because they're still independent. So we need to go beat them up, really. Meanwhile, though, my pregnant missus... Good lord, she's big when she's like that. Dressed as... like, holy hell. Okay. Hopefully another son would be nice. The betrothed of my daughter Lyanna has passed away. No! He bled to death. Oh, that's nasty. They all look like the mother. Like, every single one of them has looked like the mother. The Dornish bloodline is just incredibly powerful. So yeah, my second son is also married to a Targaryen girl. House Reyne is tying itself firmly to it. I view that as, like, the taxes are obviously a reward. I'm short of naming myself Prince, I'm basically on a Dawn kind of agreement, where the West is more or less minding its own business. When an event is titled The Baby-Eating Septon, I begin to be concerned. It's another lovely day of prayer and service from my wonderful Septon. As I prepare to leave, Edmund stops me in my way. He waits until everyone else is gone and then leans in close to my ear. My Lord Paramount, I must tell you, I am no stranger to life's pleasures. No form of perversion is too deprived for me. Did he just randomly... Are we friends? Did he just randomly come up to me and go, no form of perversion is too deprived for me? I feel like he needs this, like, weird voice. Animals, vegetables, or minerals. Frankly, I'll do anything. Do anything. Okay. There is no joy in this life finer than consuming the flesh of the youngins. I've not lived until you've tasted human flesh, my Lord Paramount. I'd like nothing more than to have you for dinner this evening. Yennefer, are you hearing this? She's just stretching and ignoring me. Surprise doesn't begin to describe what I feel to hear about this, but, Right. What in the world am I meant to say? You ate a baby? Sounds like fun. No. Absolutely not. Gods! Yeah. What? No, I just arrested you for eating a baby.
And I'm gonna eat you!
I spot my rival, Edmund, eyeing me with a nonchalant swing his sword back of one, he's a Septon, two, he's imprisoned. He doesn't look like much of a fighter. Sure, let's beat the hell out of him. Yeah, I'm gonna beat the hell out of the baby-eating Septon. He ate a baby. He's a Lannister as well. He just keeps evading capture, he doesn't leave. He's got the balls of this one. Good, good. Third time's the charm, lads. We've actually got him in prison now. The baby-eating Edmund Lannister. He eats babies! He ate a baby! I don't care if the Lannisters don't like me. The Lannisters aren't even really around. He ate a baby! Why did he think this was a good idea to just tell me about? Go marry the Stark boy. Maybe there won't be any babies up north. Fuck knows. Her Grace, Queen Rhae. Rhae Skywalker, question mark? No. No. She's Rhae Targaryen with a quartered sigil with the rain colors on it for some reason. The AI made a cadet branch. I changed it personally to go back to the name Targaryen because it didn't make sense for them to not use the name Targaryen when they're not really a cadet branch. Because the Queen, my cousin, who's married to my son, will basically be the last of the actual main branch of Targaryen, and then the AI made a cadet branch for the guys on the Iron Throne. I guess because they're separate, and because there's so much rain blood that the AI was confused and was like, sure, cadet branch. So, yeah, lore in universe explanation. The Targaryen dynasty is so connected and so indebted to House Reyne that she has basically... I mean, she even looks like a Reyne. She's even got the colorings of the Reynes. Her mother was my niece, so... Yeah. House Reyne is so closely connected to House Targaryen now, lads, that they have quartered their sigil with the red lion on silver, with the red dragon on black. So House Targaryen sigil now includes the Reyne sigil. They are now quartered with us. That's just a thing that's happened. I did not create the cadet branch. The AI did that. I did change the name back to Targaryen, though, because it didn't make sense for them not to be calling themselves Targaryen. We, however, are going to go lay siege to Pike with just my 10,000 men, my 10,000 personal levies. Castle Rock's private army will now go to Pike, ladies and gentlemen. Single-handedly wipe out the Greyjoy. Oh god, that's potentially dangerous. Are we locked into that movement? No. I might hold off. That's a lot of Greyjoys. Ah, the Iron Throne has already landed, ladies and gentlemen. The Iron Throne has landed. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go lay siege to 10 towers, which I realise has its own model, which is cool. The Greyjoys are just sitting at Pike, not doing anything. Oh, they are actually coming to get me. Okay. Yeah, no, they're flinging themselves at us. Alright, now we'll move on Pike. Now that their forces just flung themselves against the dragon, we will take Pike. Well, the Iron Islands is brought back to heel, lads, and victory is achieved. We return back to the Westerlands and chill, basically. We are extremely powerful. We have like 53,000 men or some nonsense. I can now call more men than the Reach. The Reach only has 30,000. It's because I'm not giving any of my levies to to the crown at all. So, well, life goes on, let's. Westeros is largely at peace and unified under the Targaryen rule. Targaryen with the Rhae quartered banners, but still Targaryen nonetheless. I didn't see... I could have changed the cadet branch name, but it felt weird. It didn't feel correct to, like, even have it be a cadet branch, really? I think the only difference is the fact that the Queen has decided to honor House Reyne with a quartered banner. That's all for now. It's pretty chill. We'll just keep doing tournaments and wait for something interesting to happen, pretty much. House Reyne's hold of the Iron Throne is pretty legitimate. Actually, I realise, Queen Rhae quartering her sigil with the Targaryen sigil and the Rhae thing. Actually, I'm going to edit that. I'm going to edit that, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Potentially. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Wait a minute. We need to edit this. I'll edit this. I need to cheat to do it, so I need to reset the entire game to turn on debug mode. But I need to take control of the Queen quickly and then change the banner, because I can't change the banner without controlling the Queen. I have an idea. I have an idea of what we're going to do with the banner. So, in a similar fashion to how Joffrey Baratheon quartered his royal sigil. God damn it, Yennefer, the second I start recording, why are you doing this? Why do you have such excellent timing? But yeah, I quartered the... I guess not quartered. Split the sigils? I don't know what to... But yeah, it's the House Reyne sigil on the left and the Targaryen sigil on the right. Kind of like how Joffrey did the Baratheon sigil and the Lannister sigil. Oh god, the dog. I think it wants to go for a walk or something. In a similar vein to how Joffrey split the house banners between Baratheon and Lannister, the Targaryens have split the banners between Rhae and Targaryen. I felt that was fitting, to be fair. It fits. And it's kind of like mimicking canon, where the royal house splits their sigil 50-50. The Rhaens are obviously the most politically important faction in the realm, basically. We more or less control the Iron Throne, and currently are plotting to invade the Iron Islands and take Pike from the Greyjoys, because screw the Greyjoys.
This war is far from over.